Hey everybody, so I wanted to do the 50 questions tag, and I'm just going to kind of go through them. I'm not going to sit there and explain a whole lot of them because they're really just kind of yes or no questions anyway. I have read kind of vaguely through them already. So number one is, what is your favorite candle scent? I don't really have one. If it smells good, I like it and I'll use it. But as far as a favorite, I don't have one. What female celebrity do you wish was your sister? It would definitely be a coin toss between Cassandra Peterson, Elvira, and Lady Gaga. I find them to be incredibly talented, wonderful women, and it would just be a toss between the two of them. I can't pick one. What male celebrity do you wish was your brother? Johnny Depp. Why? Because I like him. Number four, how old do you think you'll be when you get married? Probably the age I am now, because we're planning the wedding right now. Do you know a hoarder? Yes, I do. And she knows who she is. And you can't keep everything, little one. You can't keep it. For those of you that don't know, it's my niece, and she's probably going to watch this video. And I will tell you, she had a basketball that was getting deflated, and they couldn't use it anymore, and she did not want to throw it away. She wanted to keep it because it was her very first basketball. And my sister had to basically be like, well, let's cut a piece of it out so that you have that piece of it and we can scrapbook it and throw the rest away. So she's basically having to compromise with my niece on keeping this basketball because my niece is a hoarder. Can you do a split? No, I cannot do a split. How old were you when you learned to ride a bike? Probably about 5 or 6. I don't really remember. How many oceans have you swam in? One, off the coast of Florida. How many countries have you been to? Just the USA. I've never been outside of the country. Is anyone in your family in the Army? Not currently that I know of. I may have some cousins or something that are in the Army that I'm not really close to and don't really socialize with. My dad was in the Navy, and my grandfather was airborne, and I think his father was also some form of military. What would you name your daughter if you had one? Probably Wilhelmina. I really like that name. It comes from also Dracula because her name was Mina in there, but it was actually Wilhelmina, and they called her Mina for short, as from what I understand. What would you name your son if you had one? Probably either Logan or Kane or Blake after Josh. What's the worst grade you got on a test? An F. Sorry, I'm like resting like this and I'm leaning all. What was your favorite TV show when you were a child? That would be Night Court, and it was entirely inappropriate for a child to be watching, but my parents, I guess, didn't care, and I love that show. And also probably Doctor Who. I watched that with my dad a lot as a kid, so yeah, it would probably be those. What did you dress up as on Halloween when you were 8? Don't really remember, but it was probably a witch or something along the lines of that. And have you ever read any Harry Potter, Hunger Games, or Twilight series? Read the Twilight series, but I never read Harry Potter or the Hunger Games. I would really like to read Harry Potter. Probably pass on the Hunger Games. Would you rather have an American accent or a British accent? Well, considering that I sound like a hick 90% of the time, I would much rather have a British accent. I love British accents. Who doesn't love a good British accent, honestly? Um, so yeah, I'll go with a British accent other than, hey, y'all, how you doing? Did your mother go to college? She went to beauty school and she didn't drop out, no. If you don't know, that was like a Grease reference right there. Beauty school dropout. Are your grandparents still married? My grandparents, all but one, have passed, but yes, at their time of passing, they were all still married. Have you ever taken karate lessons? No. Do you know who Kermit the Frog is? Yes. What's the first amusement park you've been to? Six Flags Over Georgia. What language besides your native language would you like to be fluent in? Probably French. I already know a little bit of French. And if you haven't noticed by, my name on my page, Chauveau is a French last name. The only things I can say in French are parlez-vous français and merci. Do you spell the color gray as Grey or Gray? Grey. Is your father bald? My father would either be he either shaved his head completely bald or he had really long hair. So that was just him. He would grow his hair out long, shave it all off, and then grow it out long again. So yes, my father was bald at some points in his life. Do you know triplets? No, I don't know any triplets. Do you prefer Titanic or The Notebook? Titanic. Have you ever had Indian food? Yes, I've had Indian food. What's the name of your favorite restaurant? Um, hmm. My favorite restaurant? I don't know. I don't really have one. I don't have a favorite restaurant. I like them all. Have you ever been to Olive Garden? Yes, I have. The mailman. Do you belong to any warehouse stores? No, I don't. What would your parents have named you if you were the opposite gender? I have no idea what they would have named me. If you have a nickname, what is it? I don't really have a nickname. I have the name that I go by on here, which is Cryptic Orchids, but no, I don't really have a nickname. Who's your favorite person in the world? My favorite persons in the world would have to be my niece and nephew. I love them dearly and couldn't imagine a world without them. Would you rather live in a rural area or in the suburbs? I would actually probably prefer the suburbs just because I like being closer to stuff. Can you whistle? No, I cannot. And no. Do you sleep with a nightlight? No, I don't. Do you eat breakfast every morning? No, I do not. Do you take any pills or medication daily? No, I do not. What medical conditions do you have? I have been diagnosed with depression and I've been diagnosed with bipolar disorder. I do not take medications for them at the moment. I did used to take Prozac for the depression, but it just made me feel nothing. And it was an unpleasant feeling, so I stopped taking it. How many times have you been to the hospital? Um, I've been to the hospital a few times for like minor things, but the most significant things that I've been to the hospital for is when I was younger. I tried to take a bunch of Prozacs because not because I wanted to kill myself, but because I wanted to feel happy, and I had to have my stomach pumped. And then the other time that I went to the hospital, I'm watching the mailman. The other time that I went to the hospital was whenever I had an ectopic pregnancy and I had to have emergency surgery because um, my it was causing a rupture inside of me. Have you ever seen Finding Nemo? Yes. Where do you buy your jeans? No place in particular. What's the last compliment you got? When Josh told me I was beautiful this morning. Do you usually remember your dreams in the morning? Yes, I do. And actually, if you will pay attention to the screen, there should be some things popping up directing you to all of my crazy ass dreams that I have uploaded. What flavor tea do you enjoy? I have no particular favorite flavor of tea. I just usually drink regular iced tea. How many pairs of shoes do you own? I think at this moment in time I own about 12 pairs of shoes. So not a huge collection. What religion would you raise your children to practice? Whatever religion they want. I'm not going to force any kind of religion down their throat. If they find a religion that appeals to them and that they feel comfortable in, then more power to them. I'm not going to dictate to them what they should and should not believe. How old were you when you found out that Santa wasn't real? Santa's not real. That's terrible to say. Why do you have a Tumblr? Because I want to. All right. Thank you very much for watching this. I hope y'all enjoyed it. Sorry if it felt like I was breezing through them questions, but I didn't want to end up with a 20-minute video just because, you get bored of me. hearing me answer questions. But anyway, if you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, subscribe, and also follow me on social media. Links will be down below. And don't forget to click on my other videos talking about my crazy dreams. Thank you. Bye.